Heueite, brothers and sisters, children, creatures everywhere. Before we begin this 7th chapter of Deuteronomy, this being the first video, I might have one or two more video productions, and there's going to be a pause because I'll be venturing up farther north into the mountains for more fasting and praying to our Lord, but we'll have the satellite, so I will be able to once again reestablish some more productions for us so we can keep this going. But let's explore what this chapter has to offer. And we begin by saying, when the Lord thy God will have brought you into the land which you are now entering in to possess, and shall have destroyed many nations before thee. All right, so if we can call what Canaan looks like, it looks like Michigan, so to speak. You know, a mitten, big, huge mitten. Down below here is the land of Egypt, where they were in servitude for a couple hundred years. The Great Sea forms the western boundary. And we have the Jordan River and the Salt Sea, Arabian Desert, and up north Lebanon, and this here is Canaan. But look at these mighty tribes. It's just so tragic because we look at Christianity today, even though these were pagans, so to speak, but we have all of these religions, and then underneath these 2,000 Christian religions, it's divided further. The brother of the church told me today that he was told that over 55,000 more subdivisions, just so each particular church could have another group, mainly forming to, I'll say, for example, to cater to the homosexual creed, for example, or to have women as priests, and on and on and on. So it just continues on. All of them claiming to be the Church of God, even though Christ is quite specific. One church, one God, one people. It's pretty simple, but again, man. But these 7 incredible nations, the Canaanites appeared toward the north, as well as the Gergezeites, and then the Amorrheites, which we discussed extensively, the Pherezites, the Heueites, the Iebuseites, and the Hetheite. 7 nations. 7 nations that Israel by itself could not handle, even with their incredible numbers, this 600,000 strong army, but it was quiesced. Again, not for the Israelis did quiesce destroy these people, but because they turned against our Father, establishing these man-made religions, this idolatry. And Elohim wanted to seed his church in the purest as possible land. And of course, as we learned in the previous video, conquering these territories allowed the Israelites to obtain what they left behind. Some which had to be redone, like the farming. But herds were left behind, buildings, fences, walls, lots of structures, cisterns. 7 nations. 7 nations of much greater number than the Israelites and much stronger, which is why Moses reiterated before how tall, how towering and powerful some of these militants were. And the Lord thy God shall have delivered them to thee, and thou shalt strike them into utter destruction. Doesn't matter how strong they appeared, didn't matter the armor they were carrying, doesn't matter how tall they were, Doesn't even matter who their leader was. Not to quiesce. And he keeps his extraordinary promises. Because of what he had promised to the phenomenal prophets of Jacob. And his father before him is Isaac, and his father before him, Abraham. Going all the way up to that incredible ship, that incredible floating island that we all come from, that ark, creatures and mankind alike. The Lord thy God shall deliver them to thee, and will strike them into utter destruction. It's a pretty powerful statement. But there comes some cautions with this. Moses informs the Israelites not to make league with any of these. Do not join with the Gergezeites. Do not become partners with the Amorrheites. Do not farm with the Hethites. Do not intermarry with the Pherezites, and on and on. Secondly, don't pity them. This is coming from my Lord. Do not pity them. And thirdly, don't make marriages with them. Do not intermarry with these tribes. No matter how pretty their daughters, their widows, their women, their girls are, not to be married. Thy daughter shall not give to his son, nor take his daughter for thy son, for she will seduce your son. And just like what happened before, once that happens, you will no longer follow me. Quiesce. And that you'll rather instead serve strange gods. Because of you, as you have done before, serving your loins, your personal desires, and your bellies, versus everything that Elohim has done for you. And the fury of our Lord will be wrath and shall quickly destroy you if you violate any of these three things. Don't make league with them. Don't pity them. Do not marry them. But these things, rather, you shall do to them. So you're not making league with them. You're not pitying them. You're not marrying with them. Instead, you will overthrow their altars. That's number one. Christ starts exactly with his church. Which is where it should be. Because as I said before, he wants to establish a territory as perfectly as possible. So, yeah, overthrow the altars. Number two, their statues, break them down. Demolish all their statues. Wants no remembrance of what these people did and who was here. Just wants it gone. No history of them. To honor them. And plus a lot of these statues pertain to their gods. Their groves. He wants them cut down. Cut down all their groves, and we discussed this before in regards to the farming. Because the first seed should be a pure seed. And he wants it done out of the Israeli hands. Not these foreign hands, not these stained hands. And fourthly, all the stuff they engraved, they engraved, all their graven things, he wants them burnt. And as we've mentioned before, there are two products, two elements on earth that Christ uses time and time again for like a renaissance, a rebeginning, a baptism. Fire and water, both are cleansing elements. Both can be elements of destruction. Both are elements of rebirth. So these four things is what he commands the Israelis to do. Overthrow the altars, tear apart their statues, cut down all their groves, and burn their graven things, their sculptures. And we'll stop here. When we next meet, we'll discuss why Christ gives these specific instructions, because he calls these people a blessed people, a special people, a holy people, just as you are today, those following Christ, being part of this extraordinary living testament, because it's not finished, not till judgment. Till next we meet. Pax vobis. Engage, believe, breathe this. When you travel, when you're at home, when you go to sleep, when you rise. Quiesce. 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 Have this. Educate this. Train for this. And I'm telling you, all the negativity that's surrounding you will vanish.